Coach Stevens. Start with John Corrales.
Hey, Brad. You don't use the double big lineups much, only like 19.5% of the time, but there's a spotlight on them because they start each half. Have you seen enough to get a grasp of what works and what doesn't? And what do you think that lineup needs to do to improve?
I think to be honest with you, that it's probably been too inconsistent to draw a conclusion. But maybe that is the conclusion. The first half start was not due to, what alignment we were in or the double bigs or anything like that. It was the fact that we just stunk at the start of the game. Second half, we started with way more, pep and emphasis, and we were much better. Go back to the Indiana games, very similar. One half good, other half not so good. So, obviously, there will be times that we'll utilize that. There will be times where we won't. But that's not, I thought that best way to say it is that was 5 people. That was not 2 people. And we were not good out of the gate yesterday.
Tim Bontemps.
Brad, I was just curious, now that you're close to 2 weeks in here and after obviously what was a truncated training camp, do you have a sense of kind of where your group is at? And has this been a more challenging start than you anticipated? I know you were kind of hinting it was going to be challenging time. So
no, Tim, this is what I anticipated. I just think, and I've said this before, like this, we've got a lot of questions to answer. There's a lot of people playing new roles, new responsibilities, new pressures that come with that. This is exactly what I thought it would be like. Obviously, I wish we would have played better yesterday at the start, but no, listen, this is, I think being in it, this was pretty predictable, and it's going to continue to be challenging. We have to improve in the areas that we can control. And those areas to me we've got to bring great competitiveness and a great ability to do our job every day. For the most part, I think we've done that. Start of the first half yesterday, we didn't. But you saw even in that game yesterday, like we turned it up a notch and we're able to really compete. And, but our margin is such that if we aren't good at both of those things, we will not win. And that's usually the case in the NBA, but it's certainly the case right now.
Is there anything you've been able to figure out or learn as far as answering those questions beyond the fact that it has been as hard as you thought it might be?
Yeah, I think you're learning every day and you're encouraged every day. Like I leave last night with some encouragement too, right? Like, we were really open a lot in the last 4 minutes, and I thought we shared the ball and made the right play, and they were really packing the paint and almost daring us to make shots, and it was hard to get into the paint. Other than Smart getting to the rim on the last play with 12 seconds left, it was just hard to find any room in the paint. And our guys did a good job of playing poise in that moment. I thought we played with good pace at the end of the Indiana game. And so, I'm encouraged by some things, but, the margin is such that we have to play better throughout the course of the game. John's alluded to it in the past. Sometimes it's been in the third quarter, sometimes it's been the first quarter, whatever time of the game it is, we can't have those runs against us.
Last couple of questions, Abby Chin.
Hi, Brad. I don't know if I just missed it, but is Kemba on the trip, and is there any update with him?
Not on the trip, no update.
Brian Robb.
Hey, Brad. Just want to see in terms of Javonte's, if there's any update in terms of when he might be available again, and just the challenge of, he obviously is an experienced wing for you guys, and you guys are already shorthanded in that area. Just the challenge of managing that spot right now in terms of certain matchups.
Yeah, I thought Detroit's size gave us gave us some fits, obviously. You know, and you know, with some of the lineups that they roll out, they're physical, they're long, they're athletic, they're active. So certainly a guy like Javonte, that would be, you know, there would be matchups that he would, you know, be able to add value in for sure. But he's not on the trip either. So I don't know the timeline for him being back, but he won't be here for the next couple of games.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Coach.
See ya. What's up, Mabel?